Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I am back with more inspiration from the new April 2026 release from Pinkfresh Studio, and today I am featuring the new Garden Grace washi and stamp set. There are 4 new washi tapes available, and all of these washi tapes include coordinating stamps, stencils, and dies. These products are so thoughtfully designed, and the dies will coordinate with both the washi tape and the stamp set, so whichever you pick up, or if you pick up all of them, they will coordinate together. Now, each of these washis also has some gold foil accents, which makes them super shiny, and I'm loving the color schemes of all of these. So I'm going to give you a look at each of the stamps, dies, and stencils here. This is Garden Grace, and next up is Blooming Daydream. All of these include not only the stamps and the stencils to color those in, but a lot of really great sentiments in these sets as well. Now, this next one is Celebrate in Blooms, and this has a lot of celebration and birthday themed sentiments and things in it, and it was also designed by Kinnery, who is the owner of Pinkfresh Studio, and I think that's super cool. Finally is Whispering Daffodils, and this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, when I get my washi tapes, I like to take the label from the top and just place it inside the roll of washi tape. That helps me to know what design I'm looking at without taking it off the roll. You may also notice that your roll starts kind of in the middle of a design, and that's okay. You can just trim that partial portion off. If it's enough for you to place onto a piece of cardstock and use those little pieces, feel free to do that. In this case, I really didn't feel like it was enough to justify that, so I just trimmed it off. Now you can see I'm actually having a little bit of difficulty. I didn't get this straight onto the white cardstock, but I haven't really pressed it down yet. So I was able to lift it up, and I wanted to show you what each of these washis look like on white cardstock, because this is where the colors really come to life. Now, I also love to place these washis onto vellum. I think it keeps that translucent look of the washi tape, and they are so beautiful. And this first one is the Blooming Daydream. Now, next up is the Celebrate in Blooms. Look at these colors. Look at this design. It is so gorgeous. I love those corners and that upper frame that you can use. This next washi is the Whispering Daffodils, and this has such a beautiful and unique color combination. One that I would not have picked out on my own, but I think it's absolutely beautiful with that little bit of blue in there. Finally is the Garden Grace washi. Look at this hot pink. I think it's so pretty. I love it with that gold accent. And I wanted to give you a look at all of these washis kind of rolled out, because I think that this really does do them justice. So I'm going to flip you back through all of these product suites one more time with the washi in there. I would love it if you would leave me a comment below and let me know, have you used the Pinkfresh Studio washi before? And also, which of these 4 brand new washi tapes is your favorite? These make for some really quick and easy, beautiful cards. You can create elements very quickly and pop them up on a card. And if you haven't tried them before, I would definitely recommend picking up one of these washi suites and giving it a try. Now, I'm going to create with the Garden Grace set today, and I'm featuring the washi tape. And one thing I did want to show you is that these panels of washi tape are a little bit long for your standard cutting plates. So Pinkfresh Studio has divided the die into 2 segments, and that allows you to die cut these easily. I do like to hold my die in place because washi tape is a little bit slick. And when I place the tape on my die, I like to make sure that it is kind of overlapping onto some of the exposed cardstock. So it's not taped just to the washi, but onto the cardstock as well. And that keeps it from kind of slipping off of the washi. The tape can kind of slip off of the washi, and you don't want to do that. So I've run all of this through my die cut machine, and now I have several elements that are ready to go. And if you watched yesterday's video, you know I have some leftover double stitched rectangles, and I thought, why not use those to create a card today? So I'm grabbing several of the elements and I decided I wanted to add a little more sparkle. I love the gold foil on them, but why not add a little more sparkle to these elements? So I've used the coordinating die from the Garden Grace Washi Suite, and I've die cut some Pinkfresh Studio gold glitter paper. And I'm just kind of fishing through all of these elements and finding the ones that line up with the pieces that I want to use. And once I have my placement kind of figured out, I'm going to add some liquid glue to the back side of the washi piece and offset it onto this gold glitter cardstock. Now, I will tell you that adhering things onto glitter cardstock can be a little bit tricky. It does take a little bit for the glue to kind of set up. So just grab like an acrylic block or something heavy and place it over the top while that glue kind of dries a little, and that will give you a great adherence. Now, once I have the glitter adhered to the back, I'm going to grab the sentiment that says always in your corner, and I'm stamping it in Tidal Pond ink. Now, these colors are very similar to colors I used yesterday in yesterday's project, but my thought was if it isn't broke, don't fix it. I was loving this color combination so much, and so I decided to use it again. I used the coordinating die to die cut that sentiment, and I also die cut a couple additional layers from some plain white cardstock so that I could stack it up and give this sentiment a little bit of weight and dimension on my card front. I added some liquid glue to the front side of those plain white pieces, and I'm stacking the stamped sentiment on top of that and just using my fingers to make sure everything's lined up. I'll add most of these floral pieces onto this rectangle using some liquid glue. You can see I have those two larger swag pieces kind of in opposing corners, a little smaller piece here, and this final piece is the only piece I added with a little bit of foam adhesive. Once I have those in place, I added a little bit of foam adhesive to the back of my sentiment and placed that into that upper right-hand corner. And I'm going to finish this grouping off with some metallic gold pearls from Pinkfresh Studio. I'm just adding those on with some liquid glue and using my dual tip embellishment tool. Now, this is a relatively simple card. You can see how quickly it's coming together with those washi elements, but I did want to add a little bit of texture to my card base. So I have the Bloom Light Stitches cover plate die from Pinkfresh Studio, and I have replaced my magnetic mat in my die cutting sandwich with the silicone mat. This allows me to make an impression with that Bloom Light Stitches cover plate die and add some texture to my card front. Now, this won't cut through the cardstock because I'm just making an impression, but when you're doing this, and you can do this with most die cut machines, my tip is that you want to make sure that your blade sides are facing the silicone mat. Now I am adding just a little bit of ink blending kind of in the upper left and lower right corners using that Tidal Pond ink, just adding a little bit of drama to this kind of textured card base. And then I added some foam adhesive to the back side of this rectangle and placed it onto the card base. And that finishes off this very simple yet gorgeous card. I love that these washi tape elements make creating so easy and so quick. You could die cut a bunch of these out ahead of time and have just a few little sentiments ready to go. And really, you could give them as a gift for a kind of DIY card making project, or you could just have the elements on hand to make a quick card as you need them. I did want to mention that this project is a part of an Instagram hop happening today celebrating this brand new release from Pinkfresh Studio. So be sure to head on over to my Instagram. I will have that linked below. Over there, you're going to find more inspiration featuring this release and information on a lot of giveaways that you don't want to miss out on. Also in the YouTube description below, you're going to find links to all the products used in this project. So if you're looking for something in particular, be sure you check there. I hope today that you found a little joy, a little light, and a little bit of inspiration here. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications here so you don't miss any of my paper crafting, card making, and live stream video tutorials. Thanks so much for stopping by, hanging out with me today, and watching this video. I'm so glad you're here. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.